Namaste and welcome to this Hatha yoga practice to get the juices flowing. We're going to begin standing today. So I invite you to come to your mat and begin with your feet roughly underneath your hips or maybe a little bit further apart. And I invite you to begin maybe rocking back and forth, maybe from side to side, just evenly distributing the weight in our feet, allowing all four corners to come to the mat, then finding some stillness in Tadasana, our mountain pose. Rolling your shoulders down and away from the ears. If you find length in the neck, maybe moving the neck from side to side or up and down. When you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes. Before we begin moving, I invite you to take this opportunity to notice how you're feeling. How you're feeling in your body, how you're feeling in your mind. But I don't want you to judge or criticize. Just simply be aware, notice. I'm not trying to change anything either. You are welcome exactly as you are. Another cycle of breath here. Maybe giving a big sigh. When you feel ready, I invite you to blink open the eyes. As you inhale, you're going to circle sweep the arms overhead. And as you exhale, you're going to bring the right hand to the right thigh as the left arm sweeps up and over. So we're finding a nice stretch down the left side of the body. Inhale back to center. This time as we exhale, we're going to lean to the left as the left hand comes down to our thigh. We'll do that once more on both sides. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, right arm down as we lean over to your left, to your right. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, left hand down, leaning to the left. Inhale, both arms overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to twist. So bring our left arm forward, our right arm back. Inhale to center. And this time, right arm forward, left arm back. Do that once more on both sides. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale to center. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Wonderful. Inhale to release the twist. Exhale, the arms down alongside the body, but still palms facing forward. As we inhale, we're going to sweep the arms overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward from the hips, bring the hands down towards the mat or to some blocks if you like. The head and neck relax. As you inhale, we're going to lift halfway. So you're going to bring your hands to your shins, to your thighs, the arms out like aeroplane wings, but you want a nice long spine, nice length. And exhale to release. Inhale, pressing all four corners of the feet down. We root to rise, standing, arms overhead. And exhale, releasing the arms down by the sides. Once more, inhale, circle, sweep the arms up, palms facing each other. Exhale, folding forward, navel drawing in, head and neck relaxing. Inhale to lift halfway like I can balance a cup of tea between your shoulders or around your neck. And as you exhale, folding forward. Inhale to circle, sweep the arms as we lift the body, lift the arms, and exhale, lowering the arms down. I'm going to add on now. So I'm going to stand at the top of my mat. Inhale to circle, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, navel drawing in. Beautiful. Inhale to lift halfway. This time as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands to the mat. Bring the knees, step the feet back, bring the knees to the mat. Inhale to lower the belly and lift the gaze. Exhale to send the hips back, coming into your child's pose. We're going to take 3 cycles of breath here. Arms might be extended, fingertips towards the top of the mat, or you might bend the elbows, stack the hands, rest your forehead. You have 1 more cycle of breath here. Useful. When you're ready, we're going to come to a forward fold. Come into all fours, tucking the toes, lifting the knees and stepping the feet forward into your fold. As you inhale, we're going to halfway lift, coming back. A nice length, so maybe tucking the chin towards the chest. Exhale to release. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, lower the arms down. That flow once more. Inhale to circle sweep the arms. Exhale, navel drawing in as you fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping the feet back into plank, lowering the knees. Inhale to lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, sending the hips towards the heels, child's pose, 3 rounds of breath. Also at the end of your next exhale, come to all fours, tuck the toes, lift the knees so you've got space to step your feet forward into your fold. Your next inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift to stand, arms overhead, palms facing. Exhale, lower the arms down. Let's take a cycle of breath here. Flowing twice more. Again, adding on. Inhale to circle sweep the arms. Exhale, navel drawing in as you fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale the hands to the mat, stepping the feet back into plank. And then lowering the knees, the chest and the chin, so making a zigzag line of the body. As you inhale, we're going to lift to cobra, so the belly comes to the mat. Elbows are bent and tucking in towards your ribs. You lift your head and your chest. As you exhale, come into all fours, tucking the toes and lifting the hips, downward facing dog. And here we take 3 cycles of breath. Also at the end of your 3rd exhale, we'll bend the knees, gaze in between your hands, and you can step, walk or hop the feet into that fold. Your next inhale lifts you halfway. Your next exhale brings you back into your forward fold. Inhale to root down, rise up. Exhale, lowering the arms, palms facing forward. Last time. Inhale, rising the fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, the hands to the mat, stepping the feet back, lowering knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lifting into cobra, bhujangasana, head and chest off the mat. Exhale into downward facing dog, so tucking the toes, lifting the hips towards the sky. I step my feet in a little bit so I can ground my heels. Now they're not touching the mat, but they do feel nice and heavy. My head and my neck are relaxing between my upper arms. At the end of your next exhale, bending through the knees, gazing between your hands, stepping, walking, hopping towards the top in your fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to release. Root to rise as you inhale. And exhale, lowering the arms down. Palms facing forward, nice soft bend in your knees. Option to close the eyes. And take a couple of breaths here. you're ready, we'll blink open the eyes. We're going to step our right foot back, open the hips so they're now facing the long edge of the mat. We're going to turn our left toes in, our right toes out so they're facing the top. It was the back of your mat, now the top of your mat. We'll inhale the arms to shoulder level. Then as we exhale, gazing beyond your right fingertips, as you reach the fingertips forward, bring the right hand to the inside of your right leg, left fingertips towards the sky as a trikonasana triangle pose. As we inhale, we're going to lift the body so the arms come back to shoulder level. Exhale, reaching the right hand forward, coming down to the inside of the leg. It might be towards your ankle, might be higher up towards your knee. Inhale to lift up out of our triangle. And on this exhale, we're going to come back in and we're going to hold here. So to help you keep balanced, you might keep looking down towards the mat. Or if you like, you can turn your gaze up towards that top hand. Let's take one last cycle of breath here. At the end of your exhale, if you are looking up, let's turn the gaze back down. And as you inhale, coming back upright, we'll exhale to bring the arms in. Now let's turn the right toes in. We're going to come to a wide leg forward fold. As you inhale, we'll circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, navel drawing in, bending your knees as much as you need to. The hands coming to the mat or to some blocks. Inhale, pushing the hands into the mat or your blocks. So you lift halfway and then come all the way to stand. So we've got a little pause in between, so we don't rush up to stand. Exhale, navel drawing in, folding forward, head and neck relaxed. Inhale, pushing the hands into the mat, rising. Exhale to fold. We'll do that one more time. And then on this exhale, holding our forward fold here. You can keep bending your knees as much as you need to, especially if you have a tendency to lock your joints. You might send the heels out a little bit more here. Another option is to walk the hands so they're kind of level with the arches of the feet, or you can keep them underneath the shoulders. There you are, let's take one last cycle of breath. As you inhale, let's push the hands into the mat, halfway lift, rising to stand, arms overhead, and exhale, lowering them back down. You can keep the right foot where it is. You're going to turn the left toes towards the top of your mat, heels roughly in line with each other. Triangle on the other side, inhale the arms to shoulder level, exhale looking beyond your left fingertips as you reach the left hand forward, the left fingertips come down, the right arm reaches. Inhale to lift out of our trikonasana. Exhale, reaching left hand forward and down as you come back in. Last time. Holding here. One last breath. And your next inhale, lifting out of your triangle. Exhale to bring the arms in, step the back foot to meet the front at the top of your mat, Tadasana. And next inhale, circle sweeps the arms overhead. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, folding forward. Your next inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale, the hands to the mat, stepping the feet back and then lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Let's take a cycle of breath here. Inhaling lots of love in. Exhaling lots of love out. Your next inhale brings the knees to the mat. As you lower the belly and lift the gaze. And as you exhale, we'll untap the toes, send the hips back for child's pose. Take a cycle of breath here. Now you have the option to stay here. We'll do that flow once more. We inhale to all fours, lowering the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale to tuck the toes and lift the hips, downward facing dog. Your next inhale brings the knees back to the mat. As you lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, untuck the toes, send the hips back, resting in your child's pose for 4 cycles of breath. Now in your child's pose, you might like to bring your knees together, or you might like to send them wider apart towards the outer edges of your mat. Give yourself more space to breathe. You might keep the arms stretched out long. You might bend the elbows and stack the hands. Or you might slide the hands all the way down towards your feet. Allow the shoulder blades to drop away from one another in that shape. Whatever you choose, you have 1 more cycle of breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, let's lift the head. We'll walk the hands in and come into ustrasana, camel pose. So you're going to lift to kind of stand on your knees. The knees are about hips distance apart underneath the hips, and the ankles are in line with the knees. So just have a little look behind you. We're going to bring our hands to the lower back as though you're about to slide your hands into your jean pockets, and the elbows are coming towards each other. So this will be where we inhale, and as we exhale, we come into our back bend. So pressing the hips forward, leaning back, gazing up towards the ceiling, or you might drop your head and look behind you. And as you inhale, you tuck the chin, come back to that starting position. Exhale, coming into your back arch, hyperextension through the spine. Inhaling back to center. Let's do that twice more, moving with your breath. So as you exhale, arching the spine. Inhaling to center. It's on this exhale that we're going to hold here. You could stay here, or if you like, you might tuck your toes and release the hands to reach your heels. One more breath here. On your next inhale, you tuck the chin so you're looking forward, releasing the shape, coming all the way down into child's pose. So we've gone from hyperextension to the spine into forward flexion, a nice counter shape here. Awesome. As we inhale, lifting the body, walking the arms in. We're going to come to lay on our backs for our Rinjaline pose, Pavana Mukhatasana. So as you lay on your back, you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest, catching your knees with your hands. As you inhale, you're going to lift your feet towards the sky. The arms go up and overhead, so the backs of the hands are resting on the ground. And then as you exhale, navel drawing in, knees coming in, holding them with your hands. A couple more times, inhaling, lifting the legs, lifting the arms. Exhale, giving yourself a nice hug. One last time, inhale to find length. And exhale, holding here. Now this might be comfortable in your hips, or if you like, you can drop the knees away from each other, kind of like you do in child's pose. Again, it gives you more space to breathe here. Awesome. If you like, you might have a little rock from side to side. We have one last pose before our savasana, and it is supta, parivartanasana, our supine twist. So let's leave the left knee where it is. We're going to extend the right leg down the mat. I'm going to hold the left knee with the right hand. The left arm goes out to the side at shoulder level. I'm bending my elbow because the wall's in the way. I'll take a breath in. And as you exhale, the left knee comes towards your right side. You can turn your gaze towards your left arm, keeping your left shoulder blade on the mat. We'll inhale to release the twist, nose and knee towards the ceiling, and then exhale, coming back in. So left knee towards the right side of the mat, looking towards your left. One last time. And then it is on this exhale that we hold here 3 cycles of breath. Your next inhale releases the twist. We'll exhale to bring your left arm in, send the left leg down the mat. Maybe give yourself a moment to recenter. Then we do the same on the other side. So as you inhale, let's bring the right knee in, catching with the left hand, right arm out to the side, and exhale to twist, turning your gaze towards your right hand, right shoulder blade on your mat. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. Last time. And then it is on this exhale that we hold here. So wonderful. Your next inhale brings it back onto the mat, releasing the twist, the arms, the legs come in. And now we are ready for Shavasana. So you might be laying on your back, allowing the feet to drop to one side. The arms, palms up or down. You might bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet to the mat. You might feel more comfortable laying on your side or on your front. You might even feel more comfortable sitting up for this relaxation. Whichever position you've chosen, I invite you to close your eyes and begin to settle in. Making any final adjustments if you need to. Taking a scan through the body. Are your feet and legs relaxed? Are your hands and arms relaxed? About your head. Is it resting sweetly on the surface beneath you? Allow your back to release any tension. Allow your back to melt into the surface beneath you. Softening your forehead, your temples, your cheeks. Unclenching your jaw. Maybe giving it a little wriggle. Drawing your awareness to your breath. Perhaps noticing your chest and belly rising and falling with each breath. now I invite you to stay here for as long as you need. I am going to go ahead and close our practice today. Thank you so much for spending your time, your energy, and this practice with me. I hope you have a wonderful day.